Hi there, it's Melissa, and I'm back with my fifth video in my Making Lemonade series, which is all about continuing to scrapbook or be creative when you don't have your creative flow. And so this week, it's all about using your own signature style, and this is something that I think we all have. We may not know it, but when we look back through our layouts, we can actually see that there is something that we often do. So before I get to my signature style, I just want to say that this layout is made with the November Clique Kit, which is called Tapestry, and I'm just showing you a shot of the kit there, and it's absolutely beautiful. It contains We Are Memory Keepers Wildflower collection, and also some Pink Paisley, Cedar Lane, and there's some Alley Studio in there too. Now I'm just showing you a few of the layouts that I've made this year, and as you look at them, there's something that really stands out, and I've always known this about myself. I've always known what my signature style is, and it comes from my love of pattern paper. And often when I have a kit or a collection, there's always a piece of paper that I want to feature, and as you can see, on each of these layouts, I've featured a big strip of paper. So that's my signature style, and today I'm using my November Clique Kit, and I'll be making this layout. So let's get started. As always, I'm backing my photo on some white cardstock. I love the white border, and this is a photo that I got printed large. I'm not sure of the exact dimensions, I can't remember. If you're interested to know what they are, let me know in the comments below and I will endeavour to find out for you. Now this paper here is just so beautiful. The entire kit is amazing, and I probably said that last month as well, but I really, from the bottom of my heart, I'm not just gushing on for the sake of it, and not just because I'm on the design team either. I just absolutely love everything in this kit. And this paper I had used for something else, and I had this piece left, which is probably just under 6 inches, I guess. And I really wanted to feature it because it's quite, I guess, organic and just really earthy with the flora on it. And it goes really well with this photo of my kids that I took when we had a little road trip, and we stopped off at this place called Mauraki, which has got these boulders that rise out of the sea, and they're also scattered on the beach. And so I had to enlarge this photo, and it just goes so well with this kit. So here I'm doing the packaging technique, and I'm using some Heidi Swap. I think it's Seafoam, and I've sped it up. This colour of Heidi Swap Colour Shine was always one that I thought I'd struggle with because it's quite earthy as well, and surprisingly though, it goes, not surprisingly, but it goes so well with this collection, so I've been using it quite a lot with this kit. So I've just done a couple of areas of packaging technique and splattering in the background, and then I've gotten a larger size doily from my stash, and I'm just adhering it to the top right corner, and I've been loving using doilies lately. So here I'm showing you some of the cutter parts that come in the kit, and you get 2 sheets of cutter parts, and as you can see I've been cutting them apart. And I really love the quote that is on the bottom, and I'll read it to you later on. But right now I'm fussy cutting out one of these beautiful flowers, and lots of the girls in the team have been doing this as well. And it's the kind of paper that really just wants to be fussy cut. And I've sped that up because it's a bit boring, but I still wanted to show you the whole process. So the quote that I've just cut apart, it says, "We must take adventures to know where we truly belong." And I think that's beautiful. And I love that the colour in that quote and the font just goes so well with what I'm about to do with the rest of my page. So this is my signature style. I find a piece of paper that I really love, and in this instance it's this paper, and to feature it I usually do probably 2/3 of the page or half of the page with that paper, and that way, even though I'm going to cover some of that with my photo, you really get a good look at the beautiful paper and it's not hidden away. So here I'm deciding to put that quote at the bottom. I did consider putting it at the top, but I like the way it provides a border at the bottom, and it really ties in the two areas of the layout. And once again, please excuse my nasally voice. It's the evening here right now, and hay fever seems to be worse. Now, Ileana, if you're watching this, I'm ripping off my doily just like you did on your layout. And I found that doily, I just wasn't happy with it. I needed one that was a bit more frilly, and so I've gone into my stash and gotten another one. And now I'm just committing to where I'm putting my photo, and I've tried to put it in the centre of the page. These are some clever bows, and they're from We Are Memory Keepers. They're from the Wildflower collection as well. They are amazing, and I'm so glad I bought them as an add-on, and you can find them in the Clique Kit store. When I first saw this a sticker, it says, "Not all who wander are lost." I absolutely knew I had to use it with one of the large photos of my kids on the beach. And originally I have another photo that I meant to scrap with this layout, but I went with this one instead. And I always envisaged that quote sticker being used with the other photo, but it works really well with this one too. And I like it that it's got that navy, which helps tie in the other navy elements that I'll be adding. So at this point, I thought that I'd be using that cream bow, and I just cut it out on the plastic backing, and I haven't stuck it down yet. And that's a good thing to do if you're not sure where you want to place something. So with this large fussy cut flower, I had to make a decision whether I'd put it at the bottom where I'm placing it now or up at the top. And I decided to place it at the bottom because it offsets that doily on the angle. And what you're seeing there is me just popping up different parts of it just to give it a bit more dimension and lift off the page, and I've used a combination of my pop dots for that. So now I was a bit nervous at sticking this down, but I knew I wanted it in the middle, and it's a perfect place because there's quite a lot of just blue sky in the background there. And kind of at this point, I'm looking at my layout and I can see that the cream bow isn't really working. It's going to be a bit washed out, and I need something a bit more bold, and I've decided to go with the dark navy bow. And in person, you can see it a lot better than you can. So this must have to be one of the most beautiful sticker sheets I've ever seen in my life, and I know I'm just going to use up absolutely everything on there. I got this little, it's like a creamy label with gold features or gold outlines on it, and I'm going to put my journaling on there. And I also got this little gold rim tab, and I think that helps to tie in the gold. And then I've got this little sticker that says happiness, and I've just placed it above the sticker. So now I'm happy with where I want the bow, so I'm committing to putting that down. And what I've got here are the exclusive printables that come with your kit, and you get access to them I think online. So the best thing about printables is that you can print them as many times as you want. And here I'm just adding a little clear epoxy sticker, so I'm making a little epoxy flare, and I can't take any credit for this. Adele from Inky Quill, I think, is the one that got us all into making these, and I just love how they really just give something more to that little printable. So now I'm working on my clustering at the top left corner and just going through all the bits and pieces from the kit. I've pulled out a flare by Laura Ballora, and it says "Life is an Adventure," and it's beautiful, just stunning, and they're just perfect for this kit. And so doing my double adhering technique of double-sided tape and then a bit of Tombow, and that not only ensures that the flare is stuck down, but it means it's just not going to move when the glue dries. So I've also got a little die cut that's from the Wildflower collection. You get a partial pack in your kit, and it just has the number 3, which of course is perfect for the number of children that we have. Just playing around with something else to put in that corner up there, and I know I want to use that little epoxy flare that I've just made, and I did consider that little gold cluster of flowers, but it's getting washed out and it's really hidden amongst that background. So I fussy cut out another piece of the floral. It's a smaller piece, and I'm just tucking it behind the corner of my photo, and once again I'm popping up the edges or bits of leaf and buds with some more pop dots, and that just gives some dimension. So in person you can actually see those lifted parts a lot more. And now I'm doing my journaling. It always makes me smile because I have to put my page on an angle, and all I'm putting is happiness is wandering free abandon on a beautiful beach. And I've just put the location under there, and I've also put the date. So here I'm just showing you the mini album that I made. This was on the Clique Kit's blog this week, and I have a walkthrough video if you'd like to see that. And I'm just showing you that it's the same photo that I had in my mini album, just that I've blown it up. I needed something else navy, so I've gone with this butterfly, and I've just bent it in the middle, kind of folded it over. And often I do this with butterflies. I'll pop up one side and have the other side lying flat, and that just provides dimension and gives a bit of movement. So my final step is to add my gold Heidi swap, and I've realised absolutely that the way to deal with the watermarks that you kind of get, the greasy residue that you get with this mist, is to really, really shake it up a lot. And I'm so happy with how this layout turned out without any of those drops. So here are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I've inspired you to go and explore what your signature style is. I'll be back again soon.